It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up is Paris Campbell. He was terrific in last week's game, finishing up with an even 170 yards. It's the Pats and the Dolphins. Next on Madden NFL 24.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi everyone, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete, 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Richardson on the bootleg here. Sliding out of the pocket. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Play action. Now Richardson. They'll roll. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken 1st overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Now it's Stafford. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. That's good for a Miami Dolphin. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 17 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Giving 12 yards there, the Dolphins have a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get turned all loose.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They need 12 here. It's third down. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're for the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Stafford on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up second down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Stafford. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And the Patriots take over. Richardson to the air on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They run behind center with Spiller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
They go play action with Richardson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Again, it's Stafford. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Richardson now on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. So that's going to push him back half the distance. To throw is Stafford. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. There's a nice move. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd down and 8. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England's offense set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Got his man, it's Warren. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. To return is McKenzie. Now comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Stafford here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Complete to Jones. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We saw a vintage first half from the veteran Matthew Stafford. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The Pats are going to get there, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
McCaffrey on the counter. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. The way in for a Miami touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 36 yards. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Right back to Spiller on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long for Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Richardson to throw off play action. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now it's Richardson. And it's caught. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Richardson looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From a yard out. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Stafford on 1st down. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. But he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Dawson not well. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Patriots coming out now. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Richardson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, New England.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New England. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. Miami set to take over. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Up to the 20. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayo Odeyingbo able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
The 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over. On first down, Richardson. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Richardson now on second down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Richardson to the air on first down. That one's taken in by Spears. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, it's Richardson. Open man right side is Rice. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. They go play action with Richardson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Xavier Hutchinson from 17 yards out. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now here come the Dolphins. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The ball under 32, it's 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Dowdle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's 3rd and 6. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. A scramble for it. I think the Patriots may have got it. They did. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Richardson. He'll get this one to Ezekama. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Dolphins, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New England, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.